Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. First things first, how about the job we've done in the paint offensively? It was men against boys down there. We've had our way with them. Our focus has to be operating as much as possible from the low block. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And let's start every possession this half by looking to trigger the fast break. Less bodies on the defensive glass and more guys headed up the court looking for the outlet pass. Everybody said this was an even matchup on paper. It's going to come down to effort. We just have to outwork them in the second half. Simple as that.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Pistons, Monroe and Drummond there inside. Irving is out there with Ellis, and it's Chan in at the three. Here's the dude. Drummond with a screen on Barnes. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Outside Jordan. And here is Barnes. Kicks it to Paul. There's the dish to Jordan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pistons trailed by 5. Irving passes to Chan. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Can't cash in from close range. Here is Paul. Pass to Jordan. Back to Paul. Here's Wilcox. Sinks the triple. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Chan. Drummond trying to get himself free. On target from 13 feet. And that's now 26 points for the dude. Clippers leading by 6. Paul outside. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Shot clock at 6. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Barnes. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
And Paul over to help. Chan passes to Irving. Here's the dude, covered by Barnes. Here's Chan. Again, the Pistons score.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
LA's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Hey, listen up. We got to push the ball, all right? First thing we got to do is rebound. And then I want everybody getting out. Fill the lanes, pass the ball ahead, and let's get some easy baskets. We can beat this team down the floor.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants deliberate. He was no less emphatic with the second point he made, which was to close out on those perimeter shooters and prevent them from doing too much damage from long range. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
look at the top three-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA, every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. And you look at the dude, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
And his range is about as long as it gets. And you'd better have someone on him as soon as he gets across half court, or he'll drop a bomb on you.
As much effort as he based on the perimeter and as well as he shoots it, when he does get open, opponents may want to give him a little extra attention out there. I mean, you got to know where he is. One guy on him might not be enough.
Here's the dude following the basket by Chris Paul.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
Out to the wing. Jordan kicks to Barnes. Dishes to Paul. From deep. And another three for the Clippers.
You gotta respect him out there. He can hit that shot.
Pistons trailed by 9. Irving passes to Chan. Back to Irving. Paul with the steal. And stolen by Irving. He dishes it to Ellis. No luck. Paul with the ball. He's got 13. He kicks it to Jordan. Jordan sets the pick for Barnes. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They have to box out better than that. I mean, that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
And Paul over to help. And taken away by Paul. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here is Wilcox. 12 points for him. Now here's Paul. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Sometimes it's as simple as just being recommitted defensively. They've stepped it up here in the second half at that end of the floor.
Ennis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now the pass to Barnes. Brooks covered by Monroe. Shot off the screen. Rebound by the Pistons. The dude's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark, if they're going to cut into this lead. They've got to convert those boards into points.
Now here's Barnes after the miss from Chan. Inside. And that one's good. Barnes has got 7.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
And that one's good. Drummond.
I think he's been kind of passive today. And, you know, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Now here's Ennis. Out to the wing. Here is Wilcox. He's guarded by Ellis. 6 to shoot. Ennis dishes to Barnes. And the 3 off target.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
Now the Clippers with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Here is Wilcox. He's got 12. Lets the 3 fly. And Irving pulls it down. Wilcox kicks to Ennis. To the left wing. Barnes with it. Now defended by Chan. And the shot is good. And it's 9 points for Barnes.
Well, he had that tight separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Outside Irving. Here's Monroe. No good. Good D by Jordan. Here is Wilcox. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Ennis kicks to Barnes. His three-pointers off the mark.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his game up a little bit.
Here's Chan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 31 points for the dude.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Now Ennis feeds it to Jordan. Out to the wing. Ennis kicks to Wilcox. Now the feed to Barnes. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, two-time Defensive Player of the Year. And I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time.
Here is Wilcox after the made shot from Greg Monroe. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Both teams will make substitutions. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Pistons trailed by 11. Into Green. It's stolen by Ennis. Here is Wilcox, covered by Irving.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Ennis kicks to Redick. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Wilcox.
DeAndre Jordan.
On defense, Detroit. And here's Porter. He's got 11. Just 5 to shoot.
A moment here to take a look at some of the numbers for Irving. Averaging about 23 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
Free throw good. Porter.
Just absolute domination in this one for Porter. He has 12 points and 4 assists as well.
Well, he's dominated this game. Not only has he gotten to the free throw line with his aggressiveness, but he's gotten open shots for his teammates as well.
Well, those are the 2 most fundamental areas of the game, guys.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. Picked his pocket. Ennis with the ball. Now, here's Redick. Pass to Ennis. Porter in the corner. A baseline J.